With a huge 35% price cut, Stellantis completely upended the auto industry. Iconic models like the Ram 1500 and Jeep Grand Cherokee are now surprisingly affordable. But why the drastic drop? Is it a game changer, or just a cunning move to shake up rivals? What does it mean for you, the buyer? Keep an eye out, because this isn't just about deals, it's about the future of purchasing cars. Picture entering a dealership, admiring the sleek, durable Ram 1500 or the legendary Jeep Grand Cherokee, only to be confronted by a six-figure price tag that rivals luxury commercial vehicles. Over the years, Stellantis' pricing strategy alienated its devoted customer base, causing a rift between the company and the very people who once supported its vehicles. This led to a brand that was perceived as out of touch, catering more to affluent buyers than to families, contractors, or adventurers who had built its reputation between 2018 and 2023. Brands like BMW and Mercedes were no longer an isolated incident for Stellantis, rather it became the norm. Stellantis raised the suggested retail prices from its manufacturers by more than 50%. Even sharper hikes were seen with some models, such as the Grand Cherokee and Ram 1500 Tungsten. Longtime customers were turned off by these price increases, which were profitable in the short run, and they started looking for alternatives with brands like Ford and Toyota that provided comparable cars at much lower price points. Stellantis' formerly dependable customer base began to decline, which had an effect on dealership buyers and dealers. Stellantis' pricing crisis caused a chain reaction. High MSRPs resulted in a dealership with stagnant sales. Lots became clogged with unsold inventory, forcing dealers to offer aggressive discounts to move vehicles. However, even with these markdowns, the perception of Stellantis as an overpriced brand lingered. Customers had already begun associating the company with high-cost and low-value dealers weren't the only ones feeling the pressure. Buyers, particularly budget-conscious families, small business owners, and first-time car shoppers felt completely priced out. A fully loaded Jeep Grand Wagoner was suddenly in the same price bracket as a luxury Range Rover. Similarly, a Ram 1500, once seen as a durable and affordable workhorse, became financially unattainable for many contractors. This shift not only impacted individual buyers, but also Stellantis' reputation as a whole. Consumers were left asking a crucial question: why pay more for a Stellantis vehicle when competitors offered comparable models for tens of thousands of dollars less? This perception, combined with the financial strain of rising inflation, sent potential buyers straight into the arms of Stellantis rivals. The turning point, Stellantis experienced an existential crisis as a result of its pricing, which affected not only buyers and dealers but also the company itself, as sales of its brands, including Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler, and Ram, fell. How was it able to bounce back from such widespread discontent? The circumstances. When the company's leadership shifted under new direction, things reached a breaking point. The writing was on the wall. Stellantis needed to make a bold, transformative move to regain its footing in the auto industry. However, what could possibly undo years of damage? Announcement of the price cut. Enter the 35% price cut. A decision as unexpected as it was revolutionary. Stellantis started examining its pricing strategy and realized that its outrageous prices weren't just an inconvenience, they were actively driving customers away and eroding the brand's market share. Rivals like Ford's FS Series and GM's Silverado and Sierra were dominating the truck market, while Stellantis' Ram 1500 lagged behind. Stellantis declared that it would lower MSRPs on all of its vehicles, including some of its most iconic models, beginning the following year. This was not merely a sale or a temporary promotion. Rather, it was a total market reset. Think about the figures. The announcement sent shockwaves through the automotive industry, causing a significant shift not only for Stellantis, but also for the entire automotive market. A Ram 1500 Tungsten, which had previously been priced at $100,000, would now be available for $65,000. And similarly, Jeep Grand Cherokees, which had teetered dangerously close to luxury pricing, would be repositioned to compete with mainstream SUVs like Toyota's Highlander and Honda's Pilot. Stellantis was no longer just another overpriced brand. It was a serious contender, seeking to reclaim its position as a leader in value and performance for families, contractors, and adventurers who had previously been loyal to the brand. However, these changes weren't just about numbers. Stellantis presented the price reduction as a part of a larger initiative to make its vehicles more widely available. This was a declaration of intent, rather than merely a financial change, a renewed emphasis on value and customers. The 35% price cut was more than just a financial move. It was a bold statement that Stellantis was prepared to change its narrative. However, cutting prices by themselves won't be enough to win back customers or dealerships. The real question is how Stellantis will fulfill this pledge. Let's now explore the audacious plans and behind-the-scenes actions the company is taking to make sure this gamble pays off. Stay tuned, because what comes next may completely change the way we think about purchasing cars. Why a reset was necessary for Stellantis? Why would a business like Stellantis cut prices by an incredible 35% at the risk of billions of dollars in revenue? The answer is survival. Stellantis's pricing problems were caused by a deeper misalignment between the company's ambitions and its clientele that had existed for years, not just market forces. Stellantis brands Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler, and Ram were respected for being tough, dependable, and affordable. These cars catered to hard-working families, outdoor enthusiasts, and pragmatic small business owners. However, over time, Stellantis strayed from these foundations. Rather than providing, Stellantis refocused on high-margin, premium-priced models that were marketed to middle-class consumers. The Ram 1500 Tungsten, formerly a dependable work truck, was repositioned as a high-end lifestyle vehicle, while the Jeep Grand Wagoner, for instance, entered the market with price tags that competed with luxury SUVs like the BMW X7 and Mercedes-Benz GLS. Stellantis's loyal customers felt priced out as a result of this strategy, and rivals like Ford and General Motors took advantage of the gap. The writing was clear. Stellantis had to go back to their original routes and redefine what their cars represented in order to regain market relevance. How does Stellantis intend to make this ambitious reset work? The answer lies in their pricing strategy. The price cut of 35% sounds fantastic for customers, but how does Stellantis intend to implement this without going bankrupt behind the scenes? The price cut isn't just a financial move, it's a return to the values that once made its brands household names. Stellantis has completely redesigned its business plan to account for these significant price cuts. Operational efficiency is the strategy's cornerstone. By reducing production costs without compromising quality, Stellantis is investing in leaner manufacturing processes, renegotiating contracts with suppliers, and optimizing its supply chain. Instead of constructing distinct models at various locations, Stellantis is consolidating production across its global network of factories, allowing it to pass savings directly to customers. Stellantis is centralizing production in order to maximize economies of scale and minimize redundancy. By using its position as one of the biggest automakers in the world, Stellantis is also renegotiating supplier contracts to lock in lower prices for raw materials like steel and aluminum. This strategy reduces waste and guarantees that every dollar spent adds to the value of the finished product. Although these behind-the-scenes changes allow Stellantis to offer customers lower prices without sacrificing quality, price alone is insufficient. Stellantis also needs to win over its dealerships and align them with the vision. What good is a price cut if dealerships don't play along? Stellantis knows that for this strategy to succeed, its dealerships must embrace the change. Stellantis has secured long-term agreements that ensure stable pricing, even amid market fluctuations. Customers have historically found dealerships frustrating, especially when it comes to markups and hidden costs. Stellantis is committed to altering that perception as part of the effort to reduce prices. To encourage compliance, Stellantis has put in place stringent pricing guidelines that dealerships must abide by. These guidelines are meant to guarantee that customers benefit directly from the lower MSRPs without being hit with exorbitant markups or add-ons. Additionally, Stellantis is providing dealers with bonuses for reaching certain sales volume targets, which are correlated with customer satisfaction ratings, guaranteeing that dealerships place a high priority on openness and a flawless purchasing experience. Stellantis is also funding dealer training initiatives to give dealerships the resources they require to be successful and assist sales teams in convincing customers of the benefits of the new pricing strategy. Stellantis is establishing a win-win situation where dealers benefit from increased sales volumes and customers receive better deals. Stellantis is well positioned to fulfill its promise of affordability, but how are customers reacting to these changes? Will it be able to regain the clients it has lost over the years? Early indications point to the answer being yes. Dealerships have reported an increase in foot traffic from customers eager to learn more about the newly affordable vehicles, indicating that cuts have already sparked a surge in buyer interest. Discussions regarding the 35% discount are rife on social media, with many consumers expressing excitement at the possibility of owning a Jeep or Ram that they previously believed was models like the Jeep Grand Cherokee, which now provides the ideal balance of affordable and rugged capability, are especially appealing to out-of-reach families. With the Ram 1500 emerging as a popular choice for individuals looking for a dependable, reasonably priced truck, contractors and small business owners are also paying attention. Customers are also raising difficult questions about whether these less expensive vehicles will maintain the quality for which Stellantis is renowned, and whether the company can continue with this pricing strategy. Young professionals are even considering Stellantis as an affordable entry point into the SUV and truck markets, indicating a shift in how the brand is perceived across demographics. In order to allay these worries, Stellantis has emphasized its dedication to quality and longevity. This endeavor to regain confidence includes enhanced customer support initiatives and longer warranties. Customers are starting to realize that Stellantis isn't just providing affordability, it's also laying the groundwork for enduring partnerships. Stellantis sells more than just cars, a renewed sense of accessibility and value, but the true test is yet to come. Can Stellantis sustain this momentum and demonstrate that its audacious gamble is sustainable? Can it overcome the quality hurdle? Lowered prices are meaningless if customers cannot trust the quality. Will Stellantis be able to finally shake off the shadow of its previous reliability issues? Stellantis has endured harsh criticism over the years due to its reputation for inconsistent quality, which includes cars with prematurely worn-out parts and software issues with its infotainment systems. These issues haven't just hurt sales, they've also damaged consumer confidence, which is frequently more difficult to restore than market share. However, Stellantis isn't ignoring the issue, realizing that price and quality overhaul are easy targets. The business is starting a quality overhaul, and will have significant healthcare and safety loss, including the loss of controllers, because cuts by themselves aren't enough to entice customers back. The main component of this is their expenditure on premium materials. Stellantis used to rely on plastic for important engine parts like water pumps and thermostat housings, but these materials were prone to breaking under stress. Today, the company is switching to stronger materials, like aluminum and reinforced steel, which are much more long-lasting and better suited for long-term use. Stellantis is incorporating state-of-the-art technology into its production procedures. For instance, production lines are now being monitored by AI-powered quality control systems. These systems are able to identify even the smallest flaws in real time, enabling prompt corrections and a substantial decrease in the likelihood of automobiles arriving at clients. An additional crucial element of Stellantis quality revival is their emphasis on client feedback. The business has set up new avenues for directly obtaining owner feedback, guarantees that persistent problems are resolved more successfully. For instance, complaints regarding Ram trucks' shoddy suspension systems have resulted in a comprehensive redesign utilizing stronger materials and enhanced support for individual customers. Speaking is also improving after-sales support through engineering. The company has implemented a streamlined procedure for managing warranty claims and repairs, cutting down on wait times and guaranteeing a more seamless customer experience. These enhancements show that Stellantis is not only FOC-focused on delivering cars to customers, but also on ensuring their long-term satisfaction with these programs. By addressing these issues, Stellantis is demonstrating that quality is a commitment rather than merely a catchphrase. As a result, consumers can anticipate cars that are not only more reasonably priced, but also more dependable and long-lasting. As the automotive industry rushes towards smaller engines and hybrid solutions, Head-on Stellantis is ready to restore its reputation and establish itself as a reliable brand. The V8 is back, and Stellantis is reversing the trend in the best way possible. The rumble of a V8 engine has been a staple of American automotive culture for decades. Few things are as anonymous. These strong engines were the foundation of the reputations of brands like Dodge and Ram, which produced cars with unparalleled performance and distinctive sound. However, as emissions laws tightened and fuel economy became more important, many enthusiasts were acutely aware of the void left when V8 started to disappear from the market. But Stellantis is prepared to change the game by bringing back modernized V8 engines. These aren't the fuel-guzzling beasts of the past. Rather, they're designed for efficiency and emissions compliance without compromising the raw power that V8 fans adore. By combining lightweight materials and advanced fuel injection systems, Stellantis is making these engines not only strong but also ecologically conscious. Beyond nostalgia, this is a calculated move because Stellantis is aware that a sizable portion of truck enthusiasts, performance seekers, and muscle car fans still appreciate the distinctive features of a V8. Models like the Dodge Challenger, Jeep Grand Cherokee, and Ram 1500 will all come equipped with these redesigned engines, giving them a competitive edge over rivals who have completely switched to smaller turbocharged options. Additionally, Stellantis is investigating hybrid V8 configurations. Imagine the excitement of a V8's power coupled with an electric motor's instant torque. By bringing back the V8, This combination offers better emissions and fuel economy while maintaining the thrilling experience that only a V8 can offer. As the world moves toward greener solutions, Stellantis is boldly answering the question of whether they can make sustainability affordable while still providing customers with the performance they desire and demonstrating that innovation and tradition can coexist. Stellantis is adapting its business practices to meet the increasing demand for sustainability, in contrast to many of its rivals who only concentrate on luxury electric cars. The expansion of their hybrid and electric lineup is one of Stellantis's most ambitious projects. For instance, the Jeep Wrangler 4xe combines the efficient plug-in hybrid with the tough off-road capabilities Jeep is known for. Similarly, the upcoming Ram 1500 REV promises to deliver the utility of a traditional pickup with the advantages of zero-emission driving. However, Stellantis isn't just focusing on vehicle offerings. The company is also addressing the infrastructure challenge that frequently impedes EV adoption through partnerships with major charging networks and the development of Atome charging solutions. In addition to rethinking its manufacturing procedures to lessen its environmental impact, Stellantis is switching from using recycled materials in vehicle construction to using renewable energy sources at its factories in an effort to make the switch to electric vehicles as smooth as possible for customers. The company's emphasis on sustainability without sacrificing affordability is establishing a new benchmark for green manufacturing in the automotive sector. Stellantis is facilitating consumers' selection of environmentally friendly products, a victory for consumers and the environment that challenges the competition. Stellantis is changing the rules of the game rather than merely competing. How are its rivals reacting to this audacious new tactic? The Ford executive asked his customers. For a long time, GM and Toyota have controlled the automotive market, especially in the truck and SUV segments. However, Stellantis's aggressive price reductions and emphasis on quality have upset this dynamic, and consumers are now questioning their allegiances. For instance, the Ford F-150 and GM Sierra are both iconic trucks, but with Stellantis pricing its Ram 1500 much lower, buyers are being forced to consider why pay more for comparable features. Even in the SUV market, Stellantis has successfully established itself as the value leader by providing similar technological performance and durability at a significantly lower price. The Jeep Grand Cherokee, which is now priced to directly compete with the Toyota Highlander and Honda Pilot, is drawing in families who may not have previously given a Jeep any thought. Its off-road capability in combination with in the crowded midsize SUV market, all piled on. Its stylish design and cutting-edge safety features make it an appealing option. The pressure is on rivals in the market. Due to their premium pricing strategies, Ford and GM are already facing criticism, especially in the EV market's Stellantis move, which highlights how inflated these prices have become and forces rivals to think about lowering their own prices, a move that could have a big impact on their profit margins. Stellantis is not only upending its competitors, but also establishing a new standard for value and compelling the sector as a whole to change. Stellantis's approach is audacious, but audacious actions carry risks. Find out how the business will handle issues like dealer compliance, market skepticism, and long-term profitability. Now, let's talk about how Stellantis intends to maintain its success and what this means for the automotive industry's future. Keeping the momentum going. Although daring actions attract attention, maintaining success is the true test. Is this a brief moment, or can Stellantis continue to gain momentum? Cost. Although aggressive cuts like Stellantis's 35% reduction have the potential to completely transform the market, they also carry risks that, if not properly managed, could jeopardize long-term stability. One major issue is profitability. Cutting costs without sacrificing quality calls for more than just well-meaning intentions. Stellantis needs to streamline every aspect of its business to make sure that this approach doesn't put a strain on its finances. Stellantis's sustainability plan places a strong emphasis on lean manufacturing, which aims to reduce waste and streamline production while maintaining the quality of its vehicles. The company has invested in advanced robotics and AI-powered vehicles. Predictive maintenance and logistics are already demonstrating promise. These innovations lower the chance of expensive disruptions while simultaneously increasing efficiency. Supply chain management is another important consideration. Stellantis has renegotiated contracts with suppliers to obtain better prices on components and raw materials. This tactic guarantees that the consumer will benefit from production cost savings. The business is also looking into partnerships with regional suppliers in emerging markets, which could lower costs even more while strengthening local economies. Stellantis is laying the groundwork for long-term success by guaranteeing these audacious prices, rather than merely responding to market trends. Cuts are a long-term tactic to regain the trust of dealers and customers, not a short-term fad. Stellantis is aware that this strategy could fail without the confidence of dealers and buyers, so what good are lower prices if trust is lacking? Making sure dealers completely accept the new pricing strategy is one of Stellantis's largest challenges. In order to avoid this, dealership markups have historically weakened manufacturer pricing, annoying customers, and damaging brand reputations. Stellantis is rewarding dealers with performance-based bonuses and has implemented strict pricing guidelines. Dealerships that follow the new pricing strategy and meet customer volume goals are rewarded with these bonuses. Stellantis is stepping up its efforts to be transparent. A significant component of this endeavor entails being transparent about quality enhancements and providing extended warranties that show faith in their automobiles. Another game changer is the launch of real-time customer service channels that allow customers to speak with Stellantis directly about issues. Stellantis is also introducing an ambitious owner loyalty program that grants loyal customers access to special events, free maintenance packages, and discounts on subsequent purchases. It's a tactic that emphasizes loyalty and trust in order to not only draw in customers, but also retain them for years to come. Stellantis is establishing long-lasting connections with dealers and customers in addition to repairing its reputation. Industry disruption forcing competitors to adjust. Stellantis isn't just altering its strategy, it's making everyone else reconsider how they're reacting. The industry is feeling the shockwaves of Stellantis's pricing strategy. The American truck and SUV markets have long been dominated by competitors like Ford, General Motors, and Toyota, who are now rushing to catch up by lowering the price of vehicles like the Ram 1500 and Jeep Grand Cherokee. It's getting harder for competitors to defend their premium pricing, and some automakers have already alluded to possible price changes. For instance, it has been reported that Ford is thinking about offering discounts on a few F-150 rims in order to keep its competitive edge in the truck market. Toyota is highlighting the long-term dependability of its vehicles as an explanation for their higher prices, while General Motors has announced temporary promotions for its Sierra and Silverado lines. However, Stellantis is redefining value by fusing affordability with robust performance and strong features. It's not just about price. Stellantis has increased the standard for what customers anticipate. Competitors now have to decide whether to keep their prices the same and risk losing market share, or cut them and risk eroding profit margins. Stellantis has positioned itself as a disruptor as well as a competitor, forcing the entire automotive industry to reconsider its pricing strategy and value the future of the market. Stellantis's audacious approach isn't just changing the present, it's redefining the future. What does this mean for the industry and for you? What are the implications of Stellantis's price? Cuts challenge conventional pricing models, which has an impact on the market that goes well beyond its immediate effects. Stellantis is establishing the framework for a more open automotive sector. This change may result in more competition, spurring innovation and lowering the cost of vehicles for buyers globally. Stellantis's focus on affordability could make electric vehicles accessible to a wider audience. For example, an electric Jeep Wrangler priced competitively with gas-powered SUVs could be a game-changer for consumers and a potential catalyst for widespread EV adoption. Stellantis is also investigating new business models to complement its pricing strategy. The electric vehicle market is one area where Stellantis's influence could be particularly transformative. Companies like Tesla have dominated the EV space with premium models. Some of the ideas being discussed include shared mobility platforms, subscription services for vehicle features, and on-demand over-the-air updates. These innovations not only open up new revenue streams, but also improve the customer experience, giving consumers more reasons to choose Stellantis by removing ownership barriers and embracing innovation. Stellantis is establishing a new benchmark for what the automotive sector can become in the future, emphasizing customer satisfaction, sustainability, and accessibility. Stellantis has put up a fight with its record-breaking 35% price. Whether it is the resurgence of V8 engines, the drive for sustainability, or the upending of conventional pricing models, cuts are upending the entire automotive sector and changing what value means to consumers. Stellantis is demonstrating that it is not scared to question the status quo. But do you believe that its audacious actions are sufficient to regain customers and maintain its position as the industry leader? Is Stellantis destined to rule this new era of affordability, or will rivals step up to the plate? Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in the next video. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below.